you have a good sleep? Do you have good sleepies? Hi.
Okay, God, we already have a mess. Already just have stuff lying around. Because guess what? I didn't want to do it at the end of the day. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is Tuesday, September 25th. If you are new here, my name is Shelly. I'm a third grade teacher in Northern California. And this is kind of an episode in a series of a day in the life of a teacher to hopefully give you a little bit more of a glimpse as to what we go through on a daily basis, the kind of things that we have to prep and plan and get ready for, and just our exciting moments with our kids. So if you care what us third grade teachers do on a daily basis, go ahead and keep on watching. I'm gonna walk you through our schedule and let you know what we got going on today, and then I will take you along through my day. All right, so we're kind of at the point in the year where my schedule's starting to stay the same, which is kind of exciting for me. Bell work, morning meeting. I will talk about morning meeting this time. I said it in my last vlog and then I forgot to do it. We are starting word problems today in math. We are still working on summarizing, but today we're gonna do a little bit of reading comprehension. We're going to recess. We have pictures kind of like right in this slot here. So our center block is gonna be a little shifted today. Then we're going to PE, lunch. We are reading the wish tree for our read aloud. We're gonna do another entry for writer's workshop. We're working on brochures for our social studies unit. And then we're gonna pack up and go home. So it should be a pretty quick day. I do not know about you, but yesterday was like the most Monday-y Monday I've ever had in my life. I forgot my computer, which stinks because like there goes all the technology aspects of the lessons that I planned. All right, no big deal. I had to handwrite everything, copied it, forgot we had an assembly in the morning, so I had to scrap the whole morning plans, and I'm like, all right, well, the plus side of that is I have something ready for today. What else? It was just like everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. My high flyers were flying high. Just like a lot of things, a lot of like weird Monday things were happening yesterday. So I'm a little bit more positive today, and I'm hoping that today goes a little bit more smoother and it's a little like less cray. So morning meeting, let's chat. So I'm just gonna talk like logistics, and then I will give you the actual book that it comes from. So during morning meeting, I sit right here in my chair, and the kids create a big circle on the carpet. That is the only thing. You need to have enough space where the kids can actually sit in a circle. So after their morning work, I come over here. Excuse the mess. I mean, it's just embarrassing. I come over here and I hit my bell, and then that signals them to put all their stuff away. They come, they make a circle on the carpet, and they have assigned seating. I don't assign seating like the first 2 weeks of school just so I can feel the kids out. And then I assign seats. One, to have them like be less chatty, and two, so they're sitting next to someone that they maybe wouldn't normally sit next to. So morning meeting is 4 parts. So the first part is a greeting, and I will choose a student to choose a greeting, and it can be anything from hi, hello, aloha, what up. We've done like all sorts of stuff. So with the greeting comes the actual greeting and some sort of a hand motion. So a handshake, a high five, a fist bump, a dab, like we've done anything you can think of, we've done. So then it starts with me, and I will look to the person to my right, and I will say, for example, good morning so-and-so, if that's the pair that we've chosen. And then they'll say, good morning, Mrs. Coates, and then they'll turn and they'll do the greeting to the person on the other side of them. And that goes all the way around the circle. And eventually that gets really fast, like I'm talking 2 minutes at most. In the beginning it takes a little while because they're kind of giggly and, you know, hee. And we just chat about, all right, it has to be 1 second, boom. So that starts our morning off just on like a positive, friendly note. And then the second part of morning meeting is sharing. So and this can be done in a lot of different ways. I typically choose 4 kids a day. Some people only do 2. I do 4 kids every day, and they can share, and we talk about what they can share. I say anything they want, good, bad, sad, happy, unhappy, like literally they can share anything that's appropriate. And if kids have something small, I will let them bring it in during that time. And then after they share, they can ask for 3 questions and comments. And then after that, the next person shares. So the sharing takes about 5 to 7 minutes, depending on the sharing for the day. And then the third piece of morning meeting is some kind of activity. And this is where the community building really starts to like come forth, and it's awesome. I mean, the sharing for sure, because you just get to know so much about everybody. And the questions the kids ask, I'm like, oh, so proud. But the activity is really, really fun. And there is a book, it's called The Morning Meeting Book, and it's by Roxanne Crete and Carol Davis. I will link this in my description below. Because in here they have all sorts of activities that you can do during morning meetings. So the third piece is an activity of some kind. Gosh, I have done literally everything. One of their favorites is like doggy doggy, where's my bone? So I sit in a circle, there's a kid in the chair, and I put 2 markers underneath there, and then I pull sticks and the kids have to grab the markers, and then the person in the middle guesses. I've done blob is a really fun activity where I'll say, all right, make a blob of people that have the same favorite color as you, and they have to do that without talking, or the same birthday month as you, or the same favorite food or favorite holiday. That's a really fun one. We've done like the animal game where I think of an animal and they have to guess it. You can do math games. We do like clock games, all sorts of different activities. The activity is like anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. So it's just a quick, something that starts their day on a fun, positive note. And then there's the morning message. So something from me, usually, and I've done it differently, but some teachers do like some positive message. I typically just like go through our schedule. I give them announcements, and then we set like one class goal. And then that's it. That's morning meeting. It takes about 20 minutes, and it's just, I feel like a game changer when it comes to classroom community. So if you don't do something like that, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. All right, also on Tuesdays, I have a parent come in and volunteer, which is awesome because she gets a lot of stuff done for me. However, if I don't have anything like prepped for her, I feel really bad because I'm like, I don't really like have anything. So I have some math quizzes she can grade, and she's always like, you know, I can pull small groups and stuff, which is awesome, but I have an aide during math at that time, and so there really isn't a need yet in the year for like extra small groups. So not only do I have her, I have another parent that wants to come in and volunteer today because it's picture day and whatever, and I'm like, okay, I don't really like have much for you guys to do, but you can like walk around and help with the kids. So I just have to, I thought about that because I was looking at the basket that I have to make for her. Anyway, I want to chat about reading for a second. So I have these whole crates for like math and ELA supplemental resources, and because I hate our curriculum, I will pull from here throughout the year. So we haven't done a lot of like reading comprehension yet this year, and I want to like kind of teach them how to zoom in and like find their evidence in a text. And we're gonna do a whole unit on this like with like magnifying glasses, which is super fun. But for today, I'm just going to pull a passage with some comprehension questions and do a lot of modeling. What I started doing at my small group this year, which just like the little things that make it more exciting for them, I will give them one color highlighter, so everyone in their group will have a different color. And then as we answer a question, they find it in their passage and they highlight it in one color, and then they trade with somebody so the next question's in another color, so they can clearly see where the questions are. Just like the little things, you know? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm gonna pull from one of these books and look for a passage for our reading block today, just because it's gonna be a lot of modeling. The morning's gonna be super word heavy because it is word problems and then reading. Okay, I'm like so scatterbrained, I'm sorry. Let me chat with you about what we're doing for math. So we are starting word problems today, and if you follow Bethany from Teaching and So Forth on Instagram, you might have seen this before, but she's amazing. She has this resource, and I don't have it hung up in my room just yet, but essentially it's like a step-by-step on what the kids can do to solve word problems. And I add a lot of drama in the beginning. I'm like, raise your hand if word problems make you like, every time you come across one, and then I'll like fall on the ground and faint and be all dramatic, like whine and do all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, that's not gonna happen in 3rd grade, because when you get to those word problems, you're gonna have all the tools in your kit to get it done. So this is what it looks like. So the acronym, is that the word? I always forget. Mnemonic device? I don't know. Is cubes. Okay, so the C stands for circle the numbers. So they go through and they circle the important numbers. And this is fun because sometimes the numbers are written out in word form. So I make sure they look for that. And then they underline the question so they know exactly what they're being asked to do. And they box keywords like all together, in all, how many more, things like that. And then we evaluate. This is where we either write an equation or we draw a picture, we make a model. This is the hardest part, obviously. So we spend a lot of time here. And then solve is just writing down the answer with your label. So this really breaks it down for them so they do not get overwhelmed, or they're less overwhelmed, because let's be real, they'll probably still be a little overwhelmed. So then I'm just going to cut these up, and then we're gonna dissect these together up there. And then they're gonna have their own sheet to work on. And then if they blow through the word problems, then I'm gonna challenge them to write their own word problems and then give them to one another. So that's for our math block today. And then we're going into the reading passage that I told you about, and then recess, and then I'll be able to chat with you then. So I'm gonna put you guys down because I have some work to do, and now I only have 15 minutes to do it. Okay, so the kids are at recess right now. Y'all, we did problem solving today, and it was actually like one of my favorite lessons I've taught this year, which is so crazy because I felt so unprepared for it. And I love when like those lessons become ones that are so fun. It was so nice. I had 3 extra adults in here today. I had my aide and 2 parents, and it was amazing because there was literally like almost 1 adult for every table group to make sure they were going through the circle, underline, box. It was awesome. So math was great. And then we didn't really get to a reading passage today because by then we only had like 20 minutes and they were just fried. So they got on a computer and they got to play Prodigy, which is like a math game that's awesome. Highly recommend. So after recess, which is about right now, they're going to take pictures. I was going to do ELA centers, but again, we're only gonna have like a 25-minute block, and I'm like, that's silly, there's no point. So I'll push those to Friday, and then we'll just do a silent reading block today, and then PE, and then lunch. So just touching base really quickly, everything went really well. I'm just so happy with the way math went. Eek. Okay, so I'm gonna go and I will catch back up with you guys at lunch. All right, so the kids are currently at lunch. I'm sorry if I seem a little worked up. I just left the staff room and had a nice little venting session. I'm dealing with some things that I can't probably mention on camera, but I'm frustrated and I feel better because I got to talk about it and I was confirmed that I wasn't insane. So, moving on. I need to eat because I'm starving. We ended up scrapping ELA centers. I think I mentioned it. Just had them read silently. And then after lunch, we're gonna do a read aloud. We're gonna do a writing activity, and I can't remember what today is. We're just working on journaling, so getting another entry into our journal. And then they're gonna work on their brochures for the afternoon, and that's that. So far, the day has been unfolding a little better than Monday, other than an episode that happened today, which I can't talk about, but whatever. Okay. So I'm gonna put you guys down and I'm gonna eat, and then I'll show you what I end up doing for writing. Okay, I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do for writing this afternoon, but I wanna show you what we did yesterday. So let me show you what my writer's notebook looks like so far. So each kid has a composition notebook. This is mine, and then in the very front, they have their heart map. So this is where they turn if they don't know what to write about, because these are all the things they've already experienced or things that they love. And then I have examples of entries. So this was our expert list that we made. This was a memory I wrote. I showed them we can write recipes. This is what we did yesterday. We talked about different emotions and feelings. So happy, sad, and mad. And then we brainstormed, or they brainstormed as table groups, other words that could mean those things. And we talked about in our writing, if we use the word livid instead of mad, it just paints a better picture, and the reader's able to visualize that a little better. So we did that yesterday. And then as they were writing for their block, I was also writing about a memory that happened to me over the weekend. And then today, what we're gonna start talking about is sensory details. So we started talking about, so last week I told like a really dramatic story about how I got my dog, and my kids noted things that I did to make the story interesting, and all of them said, you added detail, you added so much detail. So we're gonna dive a little bit deeper today, but we're only gonna go one sense at a time. So the chart looks like this. So today we're only gonna talk about the sense of hearing. And then I read the book Owl Moon, and this is a quote just out of the book. Somewhere behind us, the train whistle blew long and low, like a sad, sad song. And then we're gonna talk about why the author included that hearing detail, right? To set the mood, to set the setting. It was the very first page. So after that, so they're gonna create this chart for their notebook, and they're gonna start adding that. And then we're gonna walk outside, and we are going to just be listening for things that we hear. And I'm gonna have them writing it down in their notebook, and then when we come back in, we're gonna see if we can make some sentences with those hearings, with the sounds that they heard. And then they're gonna have a writing block where they can go back to things they've already written and try to add some sound detail. So that's what we're gonna work on in Writer's Workshop, and then they're gonna spend the rest of the afternoon working on their brochures. So I'm gonna put you down. I still have about 15 minutes left. I will let you know how that goes. Literally the bell just rang to go pick the kids up, and I stood up. And I was like, whoa, like I thought I stood up way too fast, and now all of a sudden I just feel like, I don't know, like crap. I don't know what just happened, but I hope it just like goes right past me, because I'm not trying to get sick right now. It literally came out of nowhere. I'm thinking maybe I just need to drink more water. Fingers crossed, but I'm gonna go pick these little rascals up, and then I'll check back in with you at the end of the day. Okay, I just hugged all the kiddos. They're officially out the door. I am feeling better. I think it was just a wave of like, whoa, I don't know what happened. So the writing activity was really cool. We went outside and they all were just like really quiet listening for things that they heard, and they all wrote a bunch of things. Then we went back into a piece of writing that they did, and they could add the add more hearing sensory details. So I'll show you what the chart looks like now. We had the quote, and then our purposes they came up with where it makes it more interesting, and so the readers can visualize what is going on, which I thought was awesome. So that's that. Tomorrow we're gonna do sight, and then Thursday we're going to do taste, which will be super fun because I'm gonna bring in fun things for them to do. And then almost all of my groups got their rough drafts done for their brochures, so I'm gonna bring those home and edit them. I know I say I don't bring a lot of work home or ever, but I am gonna bring those home just because they need their edited one for their final copy tomorrow. All right, I also say that I hardly ever stay late, and the bell rang literally 2 minutes ago, but there's usually one day a week where I stay and like declutter, and that day is today, and I do really wanna get things prepped for tomorrow because I'm on this kick where I've been working out at 5 a.m. or 5:30, which puts me home later, which makes me here later. So I'm not able to do things in the morning, and so I'm gonna try to get a lot done. So let me kind of walk you around and show you what I wanna do before I get out of here. I need to fix my schedule. This is just a hot mess. The ELA like groups have been a hot mess today. I'm gonna clean up this whole back table. I need to like organize the stools, excuse me, the fun chairs. Just kind of organize this counter. Oh, this was a sign that we made for International Day of Peace, so I need to go hang that up in the cafeteria. My ELA centers anchor chart fell, so I'm gonna rehang that up with my Writer's Workshop one. I do need to grade these addition quizzes that I just made. I need to find a home for all of these trays. All these computers need to go back on our Chrome cart. I mean, Hot Mess Express. I need to put all of these back where they belong, go through our bins. What else? Just like organize all this stuff. I need to find a place for these. These were so cute. This is what we, hold on. So we sang a peace song on International Day of Peace last week, and they all walked in with these cute battery operated candles. So sweet. I want to put all these like books away because I have all these up from like the first weeks of school, and they're just living there. Stuff I need to do. And then just, I mean, this is embarrassing. 1, 2, 3. I need to go take all those to the staff room and just like clean because it's making it hard for me to function. So oh my God, like all this. So here I go. I'm gonna make my beautiful pile. You can watch it accumulate, and then I'm gonna get rid of stuff. Y'all, this is why I love this method. This took me all of 2 minutes. And now, I mean, aside from my coffee mugs, everything like feels clean and put away because it's boom, all right here. But this is less overwhelming to me. I can go through this slowly at my leisure. So I'm gonna start putting some things away, and then I'm gonna get out of here. All right, the pile is gone for the most part. I'm gonna tell you what I did do and what I didn't do. I did put away 99% of what was in the pile. I did not hang up. I wanted to move some of those anchor charts and hang them here, but I didn't get to do that. I did not bring that down to the cafeteria. I'll do that in the morning. And I did not bring the coffee mugs to the staff room because there was too many people in there and I was embarrassed. So what I am gonna do is make sure I have my water bottle and my 2 coffee cups and my computer, and I'm gonna go home. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna end this vlog here. I am going to my mother-in-law's house tonight to plan, hopefully, a vacation for the summer that I'm really excited about. So I'm gonna get out of here. It's 4 o'clock. I stayed 50 minutes and it literally feels like 3 hours because I never stay late. So I have less to do in the morning, so I already feel less stressed. So I am gonna end this here and I'm gonna go home. So if you enjoy these kind of vlogs, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If you are new here and you want to be a part of our early adventure family, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos that are to come. My parent communication app video will be up this week. And then I'm also gonna film a week of teacher outfits. I did one last year and I think I'm gonna do another one next week. So stay tuned for that. So that's that. I hope you guys have a great day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.